Hello, it's Siwen's Pair and we are back with another video. What are we doing today?
So last night, Police Minister Bheki Cele held an emergency press conference in KZN with regards to the AKA case. Let's just check out this clip first and then you tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
There's a total of 6 suspects that have been arrested and detained in connection with the murder of the 2 individuals, Mr. Keenan Forbes, also known as AKA, as well as Mr. Tabelo Motswane, who is also known as Tips. The incident that happened on the 10th of February in Florida, here in Devon. These 6, they played different roles during the operation. We have a coordinator who's basically the master of everything, is in custody. We have 2 shooters that you also on social media. We have 2 spotters that were one of the spotters was inside the restaurant observing and watching Mr. Forbes and his friends, as well as the organizer of firearms and vehicles, because the vehicle used as a getaway, firearms that were used to shoot, they all hired. The spotter initially followed Mr. Forbes from the airport on arrival all the way to the hotel, as well as to the restaurant where the incident happened.
So what are your thoughts on
that?
So for context, there was a document that was put out that stated that this whole operation costed about 800,000.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
So they put about 800,000 on AK's head. This whole operation must have surely costed over $1 million, because considering that AKA has a booking fee to book him to come to Durban, that must have costed.
So do you think that was also a trap? Like they trapped him from the booking?
Yeah, because obviously they knew that he was coming and they had spotters were already set up there waiting for him to arrive at the airport and follow him throughout the day and then execute him.
So they know who's behind the whole operation?
Well, we don't know that yet. This whole operation here, whoever ordered this hit, it costed him over $1 million.
Yeah, of course.
Considering booking AK to come to Durban for a show, he has high booking fees. AK has high booking fees. He was probably the biggest South African hip hop artist at the time.
Sure, this person.
And then you put 800K on his head for a hit. So then these people organized this whole operation here.
Sure.
To take him out.
Think of it is a lot, actually.
So considering that somebody put $1 million on him.
Yeah.
And then there's very few people who can do that.
Of course.
And then there's very few people with the motive.
You have to get the money.
There's very few people with the motive to want to execute AKA. And then on top of that, there's very few people who can put $1 million on AKA.
Yeah, on AKA.
So that narrows the slip down very
the police and staff are acting like they don't know, to be honest.
Again, this whole situation started off because the people responsible for AK's death were caught in another country.
Yes.
SAPS were looking for these guys for over a year.
Ridiculous.
On the 24th of February, maybe let me explain this one. After identifying the 2 suspects that we're looking for, after chasing them the whole year, we found the house where they were hiding in Swaziland.
So these are people that were caught on camera that have been evading the police for a year.
Oh my god.
And it just so happens that they get caught in another country.
Oh my gosh.
For being there illegally.
Thank goodness for other countries actually having serious border control.
So this is another incident.
Oh my gosh.
It's another instance where SAPS has fallen short on catching most wanted criminals and other countries doing their job.
How did we not have their faces as most wanted criminals plastered all over? Do you know what I'm saying? Like how I don't know if it's just in the movies, but how they do in other countries, and they put your face if you wanted. It's even in the airport and things like that, so you can't even do whatever.
Well, security personnel should know like most wanted criminals and have them in certain databases and stuff like that. But again, it speaks to like our South African police services in crime intelligence.
Oh, that's bribable like that.
And corruption and incompetence, because again,
corruption.
If you look at the Thabo Bester situation, Thabo Bester was wandering around the country for 2 years,
bro,
without a worry or care in the world of being caught.
Yeah.
And then when his face was caught,
someone recognized him.
when his face was caught and his face was all over social media, he still wasn't he still couldn't get caught by the police. So when Thabo Bester's face was plastered all over social media, he was all over the news. People knew that he was wanted by the police and everything like that. They still couldn't catch him. They still couldn't catch him. He fled the country.
That's mad.
And then he got caught in another country. For being
is that the case? Why are other countries always doing our police job?
So
catching criminals.
So when all of this was happening, when these criminals got caught in Swaziland, a news publication in Swaziland put out the story to say that no, two South African illegal foreigners were caught in Swaziland for being there illegally, and then it turns out that these people were related to the murder of AKA.
Yes.
Right? So this publication put out the story. The South African police services,
reactive as possible,
put out. They went on a press meeting as well to refute those claims, to say that the people that were caught in Swaziland were not related to the murder of AKA.
So that case is not the case that involves the famous musician that was killed in South Africa. So I just want to assure the public that they must wait for us to finalize this investigation, and we'll be able to brief them. So the information that is spreading all over, it's not the true one. Those two individuals were not arrested for the same case. So that's all I wanted to bring to the attention of the public. Thanks so much.
The same day, the story started to float around.
We are telling you they are involved.
They're like, no, these people are not related. To save face, to show that no, they cannot be this incompetent. That other police services and other countries are always catching their criminals.
They'd rather look for lies. They'd rather make up lies.
And then the following day, he runs this emergency press briefing now.
Yeah.
How everything played out is that it shows that even SAPS, they were so embarrassed at the fact that another country caught the criminals that they've been looking for a year, that they had to put out the statement refuting those claims so that it doesn't look bad on them. But then like last night he held an emergency press briefing to give out the full facts now, to say that no, the people that were actually caught in Swaziland are related to the case, and are one or two of the 6 people that were arrested now for the case.
On the 24th of February, maybe let me explain this one. After identifying the 2 suspects that we're looking for, after chasing them the whole year, we found the house where they were hiding in Swaziland. So through information, we could spot them, and we got informers to tell them and give us their photos, and we could confirm their whereabouts. So because we wanted to follow the law, and I like South African media because you tend to understand now the law, that we can't be talking about things that are still in court, especially when individuals have not been charged. So in this case, we approached the NPA, an affidavit was prepared, and we submitted through Interpol in order to request the authorities in Swaziland to help us catch these 2. These 2 were arrested on Saturday morning in Swaziland for other cases, as I've spoken about, including the one that we're talking about. However, when we were talking about the other parallel cases, it's simple because we did not want to scare the very last 2 that we're still looking for.
So all of this is to say, and I said this as well, like in the Thabo Bester video that we made, is that the safest place for a criminal is to stay in South Africa. That's the safest place.
Yeah.
It will take
that gamble.
It will take them years to find you.
Yeah.
But go to another country, they'll find you within a few days.
Absolutely.
Because you're there illegally, they'll find you within a few days. But because our security is so bad that we do not,
you're safer.
We do not check for illegal immigration. We do not check for criminals. You are much safer in South Africa.
That's sad. That's disgusting.
So if you're a fugitive, your best bet is to stay in South Africa. That's your best bet. And if you want to get caught, go to another country.
Yeah, just go to
Go to any neighboring country, you will get caught. You will get caught within the week because you're there illegally. But be a fugitive here in South Africa. They'll spend a whole year looking for you. A whole year. So that's the state of our security right now in South Africa.
That's embarrassing.
That criminals are running freely around here without repercussions, without
doing
being
whatever
caught,
they please,
having their faces plastered all over media, all over social media, but they still cannot get caught.
But they're still not caught.
So again, it's a very sad situation, and this is the product.
Do you think they'll wrap this up soon?
No, this is the product of our poor government. Again, one of the many failures that our government has produced.
They have,
Our police services are not working at all. So again, my prediction in all of this is that it's gonna be another Senzo Mayor case.
Yeah,
where it's gonna drag on for years and years and years. So now that the criminals made the mistake of fleeing the country, they got caught. So now the police again are forced to relook at this case and take it all the way through. But I do think that because this person who hired these criminals to execute AKA is very powerful, they're gonna find ways to protect that person. So the state of the security of this country is very compromised. And as a South African, you should be very scared that criminals can willy-nilly just walk around freely here.
Absolutely.
Even if they wanted by the police.
We're scared for our safety as well now.
Like, even if you wanted by the police and you are one of the most wanted people in the country, you can still just walk around freely.
Walk around, go to the store, live your life,
and be fine. It will take them years to find you.
Buy stuff.
But go do that in another country, you'll see. It's very sad, and I don't know what to say because
I don't know what to say either.
It's just one of those things where it's like, it's just our government.
Another one.
It's just our government. It is what it is. But hopefully AK and Tibbs do find justice in this. I do doubt that will be the case.
I hope they do.
We shall see as time goes on.
Yeah.
You guys let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Yeah, let us know.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And keep watching. Goodbye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.